I was abducted on the 3rd of December 2008. It was at the crack of dawn. It was 5 a.m. in the morning. On a day I thought that my vacation was going to begin. I didn't know that I was going to end up in an unknown place with my family not knowing where I was. So initially when my son, who was 17 at the time, came to my bedroom and said, "Mommy, there are visitors at the gate." And because I really wanted to sleep in, I said to him, "I will not be bothered by people who come and knock at 5 a.m. in the morning. Can you attend to them?" In no time, my son was back. And I was like, "What do you want?" And he said, "Mommy, the visitors at the gate are actually police officers." And at the mention of that, I quickly jumped out of bed. I was still in my night dress. All I managed to do was to get a robe behind the door as I walked out. I was barefoot. I didn't have anything else under beside the night dress. And as I was walking with my son, we then met up with this group of 6 men and 1 woman. And they said to me, "Are you Jestina Mukoko?" And I said, "Yes." And when I said that, immediately both my hands were held, both the right and the left. And I was force-marched out of the house. But before they force-marched me, I was like, "Can you give me time to dress up because I'm indecently dressed?" And they said they didn't have time. I also didn't have my prescription glasses. I was barefoot, and so I was walked out of the house like that. And in a split second, I was bundled into an unmarked vehicle that was parked outside my gate. I found myself flanked by 2 men in the back seat of the car. And the one who was on my right indicated that I put my head on his lap. And as I was taking my head down, I recognized that there was a gun on the floor of the car. I also realized that there must have been another vehicle or vehicles, because there'd been 6 men who came into the house. And now in this car, there were 3 men and 1 woman. So obviously the other men were in another vehicle or vehicles. And this vehicle then started at top speed. And the music was at full blast. And at that time, I wasn't sure if the people who had come for me, my captors, were ZANU-PF militia, or if they were the Central Intelligence Organization, because both organizations were known for such activities. Obviously, I had confirmed that they were not police officers, because if they'd been police officers, they would not have made me lie on somebody's lap. And I would have been taken to a police station which was very close to where I stayed, and it wouldn't have taken so many minutes to drive to it. I think the drive was about 30 to 35 minutes long, and I suspect that it was in the direction of Harare, because I stayed 40 kilometers outside Harare.